Asus Strix G16, the Asus's premium segment gaming laptop, is here with me for a review, and man, I am seriously impressed with this year's model. We put this laptop to a test in terms of performance, design, features, screen to find out, is it really the perfect gaming laptop and is it worth the buck? Quickly going through the general specifications, this laptop comes packed with Core i9-13980HX processor with 24 cores and 32 threads, RTX 4060 GPU with 8GB of GDDR6B RAM, 16GB of DDR5 RAM clocked at 4800MHz, and 1TB of Gen 4 SSD. Now that we know the basics of this laptop, let's take a few minutes to admire the beauty of this beast. This laptop comes in Eclipse grey color with matte finish. It has an aluminum top lid which has a minor flex, and the rest of the body is quite good thick plastic. There is almost no keyboard flex, showcasing its excellent build quality. It has good and strong hinges which are a bit stiff to open, but on the positive side, it has no screen flex at all. I mean, just look at this, rock solid. It can easily be opened with one hand, but the screen only goes back to about 125 degrees, which reduces the flexibility to use the laptop in various postures. It has this awesome looking keyboard which does not include a numpad, which is really a bummer, but look at this WASD and adjoining keys. They flaunt a transparent look which highlight the gamer keys and looks awesome with perky RGB effects. The keys have a bit of mechanical feel to it and feels really great while typing with decent key travel. It has dedicated multimedia keys on the right side, which are a blessing for DJs or even people who like to vibe in while playing. It also has dedicated volume keys, performance mode keys, and other keys which are really a rare thing in gaming laptop these days. And not only that, these keys can be programmed into macro keys to make your user experience even better, which can be customized in Armoury Crate software. As said earlier, it has perky RGB with a lot of cool effects which can be changed in Armoury Crate software and can be cycled using keyboard shortcuts as well. I must say that the keyboard is one of the best, if not the best keyboards I have ever seen in any gaming laptop. Coming over to the trackpad, it has a good sized trackpad which is fully clickable and is very smooth to use. It has an RGB strip down the bottom which can be customized in Armoury Crate software. I feel that Asus gaming laptops, at least the higher end ones, are the RGB fashion icons amongst all the gaming laptops. It has dimensions of 13.94 inches by 10.39 inches by 0.89 inches and a weight of 2.55 kgs. It is noteworthy that this laptop has evenly distributed weight, so it feels quite stable to hold even with the weight of 2.5 kgs. However, this laptop is quite thick and does not really feel like a sleek machine, rather a compressed PC. Okay, that's an overstatement, but you got my point. The bezels of this laptop are super slim. They are even slimmer than a freaking Mac Pro. It has good air circulation with air intake vents on the bottom, a big air exhaust vent on the back, and two air exhaust vents on either sides of the laptop. They maintain good thermals, but the keyboard starts to feel a bit uncomfortable after 1 hour of heavy gameplay, so that might be a concern for some. It has liquid metal instead of traditional thermal paste, which helps a lot in maintaining the thermals. But surprisingly, the fan noises of this machine, even at intense gaming sessions with performance mode, are quite lower than other gaming laptops. It has a triple vent system which further aids in maintaining good thermals. It has two downfiring speakers which have a good and clear sound quality, good bass and good surround sound, but only average loudness. Here is how they sound. It has a webcam of only 720p in this model, which is a disappointment for a laptop that costs around 1,80,000. But let's be thankful that they included a webcam at all, as Asus high-end series usually don't have a webcam. It is a mux switch with advanced Optimus, which means you don't require to reboot the laptop for it to take effect. It comes with Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2. It has a 90 watt-hour battery which lasts up to 4 hours of regular usage with settings tuned down and 1.5 hour of gaming with settings tuned up, and it comes with a 280 watt power brick. It has thicker than usual rubber grips on the down which elevate the laptop quite enough for good air circulation. Talking about the screen, it has one of the best screens of all gaming laptops. It has a 16-inch QHD plus IPS anti-glare display with native resolution of 2560 by 1600. It has an aspect ratio of 16 by 10. It has an awesome color gamut of 100% DCI-3 and a contrast ratio of 1560 by 1 1, which means the blacks will appear more black and the whites will appear more white. It has a refresh rate of 240Hz, which is really impressive, and a screen response time of 6 milliseconds. This laptop is just super for esport games. It has a peak brightness of 500 nits, which is fantastic for outdoor usage. But the brightness levels are unevenly distributed, so it may get super bright at one click and bearable noticeable difference on another click. It has a decent port selection, giving 2 USB Type-A ports and 2 USB Type-C ports. Starting from the left, it has one charging jack, one RJ45 Ethernet port facing the preferred way, so you don't have to lift up the laptop to remove it, one HDMI 2.1 port, 2 USB Type-C ports, of which one on the left is Thunderbolt 4 port and one on the right is the regular USB 3.2 Gen 2 port, but the one on the right supports power delivery up to 100 watts, so you don't need to carry a massive power brick along every time. On the right side, it has 2 USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 2 ports. Ports wise, I am personally disappointed from this laptop, as 1, it has only 2 USB Type-A ports and at least 3 USB Type-A ports are a must for a gaming laptop. 2. The USB Type-A ports that are there lie on the right side, which can come in the way of right-handed mouse users. 3. There are no ports on the back side to give it a cleaner look, which is really a missed opportunity for Asus. 4. It has no SD card slot, which to be fair is not that bad, as most laptops don't have it in the first place. I mean, for me personally, the port situation might easily become a huge deal breaker. Speaking of upgradability of this laptop, it has 2 upgradable RAM slots with maximum capacity of 16 GB per slot, giving it a total of 32 GB, and it has 2 M.2 slots with maximum capacity of 2 GB per slot. Now let's take a look at how well this laptop's performance is. Cinebench R23 scored an astounding 31,000 in multi-core and 2234 in single-core performance. Geekbench scored 13,010 in multi-core and 2,790 in single-core. 3D Mark TimeSpy scored 10,234 overall, 13,010 in CPU and 9910 in GPU. The test results are just too impressive for this laptop and can easily handle tasks like hardcore gaming, esports, games that require higher refresh rate, streaming, coding, creative workload, especially color accuracy tasks because it has such an awesome screen, 3D modeling and rendering because it has a good GPU with 8 GB of GDDR6 RAM, and machine learning and AI work. This laptop performed outstanding in AAA titles that I tested. These are the test conditions in which the laptop was tested. As you can clearly see, the laptop peak performance in most of the AAA titles. In games like Cyberpunk, which is quite unoptimized, it gave a promising performance. The thermals were also very well managed without any instance of crossing 90 degrees. So is it the perfect top-tier gaming laptop? It does have an arsenal of features and advantages over most gaming laptops, but also has some hiccups along the way. I would answer this by comparing it to its nearest competition, the Acer Helios 16. Performance-wise, both are almost equal, but I would lean towards Helios 16 as it has even better thermals. Both have same screen with same specs. Built of G16 is slightly better than Helios 16. Helios 16 has a full-sized keyboard while G16 has a smaller keyboard, but the looks of G16 keyboard is much better than Helios 16. Both have liquid metal and top-of-the-line cooling systems, but G16 is quieter, much quieter. Port selection and positioning of Helios 16 is much better than G16. G16 has a very loud gamerly look, while Helios 16 has a subtle robotic look, and Helios 16 is slimmer than G16. To be honest, both are equally good machines with similar performance, and only differences lie in things that are a matter of personal choice. So go for anyone, you will not be disappointed. And finally, I would like to say that this is truly a beast of a laptop with awesome looks, awesome performance, great thermals, packed with features and completely future-proof hardware. Slightly thick design, but who is gonna be looking at the thickness over the absolute beauty of this laptop? I am really thankful to Creative Laptop Store in Ludhiana, Kocha Market area, who had faith in me and provided me the opportunity to work with this laptop. Creative Store has laptops of all brands and variants available for purchase and a very cooperative staff to understand your needs and help you purchase the laptop accordingly. They have really competitive price even if you compare it with online channels. Consider buying your next laptop from Creative Store. If you liked the review, please like the video, dislike if you didn't, tell me about it in the comment section, and consider subscribing for more videos like this.